Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm joined by 100%Chelsea and I promised you guys I would get a better mic. I'm sorry about the branding, honestly. They were kind enough to give it to me, but yeah, I'll sort something out ourselves.
You're welcome. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you know, it's already broken in 5 million places, so
yeah,
you know,
I still try to show the nicer part of it.
That's good. Yeah, it's good middle ground. Yeah, I rate that. Yeah.
All right, as you can see, we're right in front of beautiful Wembley, ahead of our FA Cup semi-final on Saturday. And what are your thoughts over the game?
I'm very pessimistic. I always am.
I know the feeling.
obviously I want us to win. I think that, you know, after Manchester United especially, this is the biggest game of our season without a doubt. I think that it's a must-win game, and almost to give us that psychological edge to think, you know, we are 4 points clear at the top of the league as well, and you know, we can keep that if we can beat Spurs, who would then be definitely, like, you know, might have the psychological effect of, you know, you think that you are the second best team in the league. I'm very popular, I'm very sorry, but yeah, I think it's a must-win game, and we have to do our best and go out all guns blazing. I don't know if it's going to be a full-strength team, because apparently there's been a sickness bug going around, which is making me a bit more nervous.
Well, after Costa and Alonso are injured, now who else?
so basically, Courtois got injured playing basketball for a
That
shoot.
was so funny.
Yeah, cheers, thanks. And then Marcus Alonso, apparently it wasn't a hamstring injury; it was the bug that's been going around. So he's gone off with the bug. And apparently Costa and Moses were playing with that bug. So basically, it's lasagna gate all over again. So we'll have to hope that, I don't know, if it is a full strength team, they aren't, you know, having to go to the toilet half time, because that'd be a bit bad. But if anyone, I just feel sorry for the Wembley cleaning staff if it is that case. It's going to be horrible. That changing room afterwards is not going to be nice. But yeah.
So what do you reckon? What sort of team are we going to see then?
Okay, so if it's not full strength, I personally wouldn't play 3-4-3, because we don't. I think we have the squad depth, but we don't have the players don't have the knowledge to play there. So it was kind of noticeable. Yeah,
so it's not like you've got a system and everyone can fit into it, but you've got, like, whatever player it is, then you create the system around it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we had the plan at the beginning of the season was to play 4-1-4-1. That was what Conte and the board had decided. But then obviously after Arsenal, Conte's gone, look, if I lose, I'm losing on my terms. So he switched to the 3-4-3. It's worked out fantastically when we've had a fantastic start on 11. But when Azpilicueta plays as a wing back, characteristically he's too defensive. He doesn't like to go forward as much, and so we have to shift Moses to the other side, and then there's a lot of stuff going around. I think we do have the players. We could put Moses on the right and Kennedy on the left, because Kennedy, I don't know what's happened to him. I think he's died. Kennedy can play that wing back role, but I'm not fully convinced, because obviously he hasn't had game time, which is another thing where, you know, we have players like Zuma, who's a fantastic defender, and if on paper you go, yeah, we've got the players, fantastic. He's coming back from an injury and he hasn't played a lot of football at all. And that was pretty evident against Manchester United, where I think, you know, it may have made more sense to play John Terry in that the centre of defence, and then he could organise, and I reckon we could have got a draw out of it. But I think, you know, right now we have to really consider our options, considering that we may be losing 4 players. Which is very, very worrying. Yeah,
that's very interesting for us as well. I mean, we can either play 3 at the back, and that's what's been working for us against Chelsea. So with Dyer, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, and then we put Dembele and Wanyama in the middle ahead of them, and I think that's what we're going to do. But recently we've been playing with 4-2-3-1. So with obviously Dyer in midfield and then Wanyama and Son up front, and that pace would be really, really good for us. But I still think we'd go for a slightly defensive approach, just because it's Wembley and everything, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly your favourite ground to come to at the minute this season, is it?
I don't know. I mean, we are only going to face an English team for a change, so that might help. But yes, it's not been our most favourite season for Wembley, but hopefully we can turn that around, starting today and next year, hopefully. Yeah, considering you are going to be here for all your home games next season. Yeah. So you kind of probably do want to win this to get the psychological edge. Yeah. So many reasons.
So there's a lot of things.
No pressure whatsoever. It's not like.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very interesting game. Really, I think for you, the player I love Dembele. I think Dembele is
he's absolutely amazing.
He's a brilliant player.
And yeah, he's been amazing without scoring, and now that he's scored in the last game, it's just he's gone to another level. Like, he's a beast. Everyone ever gets interviewed, any other players, they're always like, yeah, Dembele's madness to play against, and I just watch him and he's crazy. I would never ever want to play against him, that's for sure. And no, he's just absolutely amazing. If he's on form, he's going to boss that midfield, especially if we have Wanyama, and just keep Hazard quiet, and Costa as well. If you just stop that creativity on your side, then yeah.
That is pretty much how you should stop us. And it, Palace and Man United did it both very successfully. And you've got the capability and the players to do it, so that's a big worry for me. Yeah,
because I watched United game and that was it. Pace was one of the things, and definitely stopping Hazard, because he's just your little magician like Eriksen for us in a way. And if you just keep him quiet, then he got frustrated towards the end as well. I saw that. He was like, yeah. So did Costa to a degree, but
Costa's always frustrated.
That's just his mentality, isn't it? It's just his style.
Yeah, and it works some of the time, but towards the back end of the season, he's not been as good as he could be. I personally would prefer to see Hazard play as a false nine. I think that Costa now, he's, as much as he's fantastic as a battering ram, he's just not. It's just the mentality's gone over the past few games, and he does it every season. So obviously, the 3 seasons he's been here, he had an okay start at the beginning of last season, even though we were rubbish.
Yeah.
But then he petered off, and then he had a fantastic start on his first season and a fantastic start this season, and then he just peters off. So he starts fantastic, but he just can't seem to finish the season well, which is worrying, especially with the FA Cup coming up.
Is that more down to mentality or physicality? So do you think this is fitness is an issue, or it's definitely his mentality?
I think it's a bit of both, really. I think Costa, from what I've heard, when it comes to him having medicals and stuff, he struggles to pass, because obviously he's got the hamstring injuries, which cause huge problems. And that is hamstring injuries, like, you know, it is one of his weaker points. I think that if he's in the correct frame of mind, if it's that kind of day, he loves it. He's fantastic.
Aren't we all like that?
Yeah, we all like a player who's like, you know, he always likes to walk on that line, like the whole sort of, you know, you go wrong, you get sent off, but if you do it right, you can wind people up. And he did it last season when, you know, you drew 2 at the Bridge, and he wound up Dembele. I know it's hard.
What a great memory! What a great memory!
Don't worry about it. Oh, it's a fantastic memory. Leicester won the league. They could do us a favour, you know. If they beat you, who knows? Maybe we could win the league that day.
Leicester not doing that well this season, and they've got nothing to fight for now. They're out of Champions League.
Yeah, but did you see how well they played in the Champions League?
No, I didn't watch actually.
They were very good. Very good type. Well, not, it's still got Leicester. Leicester can go away. I don't care.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the game, even though I just said I wasn't at the beginning.
Oh, now that I've hyped you up.
Yeah, you've helped me up.
Brilliant! Look at that.
Yeah.
What about Harry? How do you feel that he's now back in the squad? Pretty much fully fit, ready to go. Another derby for him. He's amazing in derbies.
Yeah, but he's not that great against us usually. He only does it when it's at Spurs. He's only good at White Hart Lane against us. He doesn't really do it any other time. I think he's a good player. I think he's good. So I think he'll definitely be a big problem. But I'm more worried about Dele Alli. I'm worried about him. I'm just worried he's going to wave, and then as soon as he waves, it's like goodbye. Just like goodbye.
Goodbye to the league and goodbye to the cup. You mean?
It's like bye. It's like, okay. Bye, Dele.
Fair enough. So what do you reckon the scoreline's going to be?
I hate doing scoreline predictions.
Anyone who knows me, I'm always rubbish. I've only got it wrong like all the times, and I got it right once. That's about it.
The thing is with me, when people ask me and there's nothing hinging on it, I go and try and guess the scoreline. And then every time I've done that this season, it's been right. But as soon as there's pressure on me though, and I go, you know what? I might put a bet on it because I'm usually right. It always goes wrong. So basically,
yeah, that's so typical.
So it's basically I'm there just going, there's pressure on this one. I'm going to say, if we turn up, we will boss you. That's the thing. If we don't,
that's so true in any sort of game. If we turn up, then you'll have no chance. If you turn up, we'll have no chance.
No, but
come on.
If we turn up, if it's a full strength team and we turn up,
you're not ill.
I could go 2 or 3-1 quite easily. If we don't turn up, I reckon we could go for a draw in extra time. But it all depends. It's really difficult to read the whole situation, especially with how good both teams are performing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tight match. They're so well matched right now. And in some ways, I wish it was the final in a way, because I think that's what would make sense. But it is the semi-final, and it does matter a lot. I said it on 100% Chelsea as well. I think I'm going to go with a 2-1. It's been a common result between the two clubs, and yeah, hopefully should be interesting. What, are you not going to say any scores, or?
Let's go 2-1 as well. I'm going to say we'll win 2-1.
Yeah.
So then we just both, it's an even playing field, so we can both be wrong, we can both be right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we can't both be right.
Yeah, we can, because we both said 2-1. Chelsea, she didn't actually say it was going to be Spurs that were going to win.
Charming.
Yeah, no, okay, that's bad for me. I'm really sorry. I might just go. No, but yeah.
I'm editing that.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, no, 2-1. Definitely 2-1 Chelsea. That's going to be the score.
2-1 Spurs. Brilliant. Thank you so much for providing this lovely mic.
There you go.
I was turning it. I was already turning it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like and subscribe to my channel. Go over to 100% Chelsea and check out their channel. They're massive and they do a lot of Chelsea stuff, so yeah, do get in touch with them. And yeah, thank you so much for having me on your channel and for coming on my channel and providing me with this lovely mic.
No worries.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Bye.